Hi everybody, this is my lesson plan for physical education. My name is Diana Ulabari and I chose to focus on soccer for a normal in-sided foot passing. And the subject and grade level I chose is fourth grade physical education. And the reason why I chose fourth grade is because at this level they are more able to be outside and more focused and able to complete the activities. Their attention span is a little more advanced, so they are able to listen to and follow more direct instructions. The lesson title is Passing a Soccer Ball, and this should take no longer than 25 minutes. The standards I chose is to kick a ball moving to a moving partner using the inside of the foot. In soccer, there are many ways to pass the ball. Besides your foot, you can use your chest, your head, the outside of your foot, the inside of your foot, your knee. This particular standard focuses on inside of the foot, which is a more simple and first-hand step for someone learning how to pass a ball. The second standard I chose is compare and contrast dribbling a ball without a defender and with a defender. For my students, we are obviously going to be learning how to do this activity without a defender on them to practice their skills before they are able to move it into a live situation. The objectives for the lessons is that students will learn how to properly kick a soccer ball with the intended instructions, which is using the inside of the foot, and will hopefully be able to advance to moving it into a live situation. They will get repetitive reps in order to practice before they actually do it on their own. Multiple intelligence, bodily, kinesthetic, linguistic, and logical. The reason why I chose these three is because for bodily, you have to have some type of coordination to complete the lesson. Linguistic, you have to, meaning as you're an athlete and you're trying to pass the ball, you may tell your partner to move closer, to the left, to the right, just being able to communicate with your partner. And logical, knowing where to place it for your partner so it's a good and considered a correct pass using the correct technique. Another objective is students will be able to understand the basics, movements, and the proper technique to demonstrate the proper inside foot kick. The assessment part, the instructor will review the basics about the sport beforehand and a brief introduction on how to properly kick and use the proper technique. Not everybody is athletic or into sports, so it's very important that the instructor briefly gives a demonstration and a bit of a background information about the sport so the students are aware of what exactly and what type of lesson they are going to be completing. And it kind of gives them a better idea on how to actually perform the activity after the instructor gives a small demonstration. That gives them a little more confidence to be on their own and then possibly move on with a partner. For the learning environment, students are allowed to watch the instructor. As I said, he or she is going to properly demonstrate just so they can see exactly what type of activity they should be completing and following the proper techniques. For diverse learners, people who are maybe more advanced or not physically capable of completing this activity on their own or with a more advanced partner, I would have them partner up so their skill level is around the same and they don't feel left out at all. The materials you would need, simply a soccer ball, multiple if you have a larger class, athletic wear, meaning sneakers or any type of workout shoe. You don't want anyone wearing sandals or shoes that aren't comfortable or safe. Also some cones to help keep the distance between the passing to a minimum so people aren't trying to pass too far for their own good. A brief introduction for the actual lesson. The instructor will explain the sport, as I mentioned before, briefly and give a small demonstration. This allows students to kind of see visually what exactly needs to be done, how it can be done, so they know they are performing the task properly. In the middle of the lesson, students will be able to actually pick up the soccer ball and practice on their own. They can have the option of passing to a wall and having it pass back to them, or if they are somewhat familiar or experienced, they can most likely get a partner and practice with their partner instead of being on their own. And towards the end, as we get more advanced, students will be able to enlarge their groups a little bit bigger, 3 or 4 more, and practice a 3-4-way passing, which is a great skill to have as a soccer player. And another rationale for that would be students would be able to apply their new knowledge and skills of soccer and practice hands-on. For homework, students will be able to practice their passing, and maybe at the end of the lesson, the instructor can have 2 cones, and the students will be able to pass between the 2 cones instead of a partner, just to show that they know how to properly use the technique and apply the multiple intelligence in order to pass the activity. As I said, the rational allows students to feel confident and gain interest in playing the sport. It also gives them confidence in knowing that they can be physical and not feel left out and possibly gain a new interest in the actual sport. On the next slide, I have a video of myself performing the inside foot kick and how to properly kick a soccer ball. And that is my presentation and my lessons plan, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Thank you.